Let us talk about something that affects half the population but is often met with silence. Men's mental health. We're told to be tough, to be strong, to be the provider. But what happens when the pressure becomes too much? What happens when the person everyone relies on is silently falling apart? The statistics are staggering. In many Western countries, men are 3 to 4 times more likely to die by suicide than women. Think about that. For every 1 woman, there are 3 or 4 men. Yet men are far less likely to seek help. It's only about 1 in 3 men with a diagnosable mental health condition actually receives treatment. This isn't just a personal problem. It's a silent public health crisis. The first step to solving it is understanding it. So why is this happening? It starts early. From a young age, society hands boys a script. Don't cry, man up, be self-reliant. We're taught that expressing emotions like sadness or fear is a sign of weakness. We learn to bottle things up, to put on a brave face, even when we're crumbling inside. This traditional idea of masculinity, this stoic ideal, is actively harming us. It creates a deep-seated fear of being seen as less of a man for admitting that we're struggling. Many of us were never even given the words to describe what we're feeling. We can talk about sports scores or work projects, but when it comes to our inner world, we lack the emotional vocabulary. This conditioning creates a perfect storm where problems fester in silence. Because men are discouraged from showing sadness, mental health issues often show up in different, more socially acceptable ways. For many men, depression doesn't look like crying in bed. It looks like anger. It looks like irritability and lashing out at loved ones. It can manifest as reckless behavior, driving too fast, picking fights, or taking unnecessary risks. It can also show up as physical symptoms, persistent headaches, stomach problems, or chronic pain that doctors can't explain. We might throw ourselves into work, becoming workaholics to avoid our feelings, or we might try to numb the pain with alcohol or other substances. These aren't character flaws. They're often cries for help disguised as something else. On top of this, men face a unique set of pressures. There's the relentless expectation to be the provider, where our self-worth gets tangled up with our job title and our paycheck. Financial stress can feel like a personal failure. Then there are major life transitions. Becoming a father, losing a job, going through a divorce, or retiring. These events can trigger a full-blown identity crisis. Who are you when you're not the breadwinner or the husband? These are tough questions, and men often have smaller, less emotionally intimate social networks to fall back on compared to women. This can lead to profound loneliness and isolation, especially in middle age when friendships from younger years tend to fade. All of these factors create huge barriers to getting help. The biggest one is stigma. There's a powerful unspoken rule that admitting you need therapy is unmanly. It's seen as a last resort, a sign that you failed to handle your own problems. Many men don't even know what therapy looks like or how it could possibly help. They might think it's just for crazy people. These attitudes, often passed down through generations, make it incredibly difficult to take that first step. We also have a shortage of male role models who talk openly about their mental health. When you never see men you admire discussing their struggles, it reinforces the idea that you should keep yours a secret too. So, how do we start to fix this? A huge part of the solution is connection. Think about it. Many male friendships are built around activities, watching sports, playing games, working on projects, often lack the emotional depth where you can just sit down and say, "Man, I'm really having a hard time." For many guys, their romantic partner is the only person they feel they can be vulnerable with, which puts immense pressure on that one relationship. We need to normalize building meaningful friendships with other men, creating spaces where it's safe to be honest and open. This could be a dedicated men's group, a sports team, or even just making a conscious effort to check in with our friends on a deeper level. The tide is beginning to turn. More and more male celebrities, athletes, and public figures are courageously sharing their own mental health journeys. This is incredibly powerful. When someone you look up to admits they've struggled with anxiety or depression, it shatters the stigma and gives other men permission to feel the same. We're also seeing a rise in organizations and campaigns specifically targeting men's mental health, creating resources that are designed for us. Younger generations in particular are growing up more open to discussing their feelings, which gives me so much hope for the future. We are slowly but surely redefining what it means to be strong. So here's the most important takeaway. Seeking help is a sign of strength. It takes immense courage to admit you're not okay and to reach out. True strength isn't about never falling. It's about having the courage to get back up, and sometimes that means asking for a hand. If you're struggling, please know you are not alone. There are people who want to help, who are trained to help. Talking about what you're going through isn't a burden, it's a lifeline. It's okay to not be okay. If you're feeling overwhelmed or are in crisis, there are hotlines and resources available right now that you can contact. We'll put some links in the description below. For everyone else, let's make a commitment to change the culture. Check in on the men in your life, your father, your brother, your son, your friends. Ask them how they're really doing, and be prepared to listen without judgment. Let's normalize conversations about mental health in our daily lives. Let's teach our sons that their feelings are valid and that vulnerability is a superpower, not a weakness. By talking openly and supporting each other, we can break the cycle of silence. We can save lives. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this important conversation. If this video resonated with you, please share it. You never know who might need to hear this message. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that matters. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.